there on a, you feel me, like, stop playing with me tip, like, you feel me, like, you head of HR. You never contacted OSHA, you don't know nothing about contacting OSHA? She hit me with the,
yeah, I'm HR, so I've never had to contact OSHA. I've never been inside the warehouse and had to live by those standards in the workplace. So, yeah, I don't know. How do you go about it? I'm like,
there's plenty of ways you can go by. You can call them, you can email them, or whatever. You feel me? If you really want to know, you can go Google. YouTube, y'all see what going on? Yeah, you see what's going on. It's been a long time coming. But today, we have story time part 3. Story time 3, part 2. How I survived the freeze and became a streamer. Imagine hitting rock bottom just a couple weeks before your birthday. Your job, your manager, they come to you and tell you you're terminated. Get your stuff, you're done, you're out of here. You don't want to clean out this particular location that's frozen with wood, debris, and all type of crazy stuff. Even though we're not providing PPE, you're done. You gotta go. Imagine that. I thought y'all was gonna terminate who? They're the reason I got these masks. Matter of fact, they got me these masks. They got me the car, the MacBook, and curtains in my room. Yeah. Shout. Now, like I said in part 1, this is for educational purposes. Of course, this is also for my purposes, like my YouTube and documentary and my journey and things like that. But this, for the most part, is for educational purposes, to teach my young brothers, my black brothers, what you will do in this type of situation, instead of just quitting and just feeling like, all right, this company got this against me or that against me. They got, you feel me, these people are more smart than me. It's never that. Me 10 years ago, I'd have chalked it up like, you know what? It's another journey coming to an end. I've been there a year and a half. They finally pushed me to the point to where though I can't take it no more, I'm out of here. I don't care about no unemployment. I don't care about no compensation or none of that. I wouldn't call no lawyers or anything. Part 1, I told y'all how they banged my bloody. You feel me? They banged bloody. Now, if I'd have known then what I know now, I would have had the proper resources to provide for him, to let him know, like, listen, you can do this, and this. And then possibly you could get back here. But at that time, I didn't know. I was just watching from the outside, looking at it like, damn, I wouldn't know what I'd do. But when it happened to me, got on the phones, talked to them lawyers, did my research, and that's how we got to the end of part 1. And before I even went down there, before I even went and got in that office that day, I called them lawyers that I got in contact with, and they told me what it was going to be before I even got there. They like, yo, man, for real, what it sounds like to me, they're going to try to pull back this termination and try and make it seem like it wasn't no termination. That way, you won't push the issue further with OSHA. So go down there, see what they on, and just hear them out. If they got some, if they talking nice to you, then, you feel me, just abide by it. You feel me, just go with it. Because if they pull back the termination, ain't nothing you can do about it. They just gonna make it seem and look like that they didn't terminate you. You decided to leave on your own merit. So boom, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna see what they talking about. So wham! Y'all remember when I told y'all I got down there, I felt the vibes. I'm like, no, she playing the 50. She trying to get me, like, no, what, like, I'm looking around, I'm looking for something, you feel me? I'm looking for like a tape recorder or something, because I'm like, no, she playing the 50. So I get there, I'm looking at the imaginary camera, you feel me? I give the look to the right, you feel me? Before Lil Z was tagged right there on a, you feel me? Like, stop playing with me tip, like, you feel me? Like, you head of HR. You never contacted OSHA, you don't know nothing about contacting OSHA? She hit me with that.
yeah, I'm HR, so I've never had to contact OSHA. I've never been inside the warehouse and had to live by those standards in the workplace. So, yeah, I don't know. How do you go about it? I'm like,
there's plenty of ways you can go by. You can call them, you can email them, or whatever. You feel me? If you really want to know, you can go Google. Now, once I hit her with that threw her completely all that sent her scrambling. You feel me? It's like a situation like, fellas, you catch a girl doing something and now she just trying to like find ways to pick and like dig into what you got going on. but it's like you really don't got nothing going on, so now she's just dumbfounded and she's just sitting there sick. That's how I had it, you feel me? So now she just like, damn, this little black motherfucker, like, I was the last person that they would have expected to be on this type of timing behind a termination. You feel me? I had the worst record. You feel me? I had the worst record, the worst standing. I'm coming there on the worst type of timing. You feel me? So they like, damn, he coming in here like, damn. So boom, she hit me with this joint. Like,
yeah, so, okay, now you saying, you contacted Osha. I don't know how you're gonna go about working and how everything's going for you, but the job is still open to you. But, what do you do now after you contacted Osha? How does that go for you?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I hit it with the jaw to the right again, like. At this point, I break eye contact with her. I'm like, all right, listen, you feel me? Like, if that's what it is, I'm like, listen. When it comes to that, I'm gonna keep that between me and my family. I'm gonna sit down and do this meeting with you, and however it turns out, I'm gonna go home and figure that out with my family. I'm gonna sit down with my family and discuss that with my family and move further like that. I bring the eye contact back to her. Like, yeah, stop playing me in. You feel me? Stop playing me in. So wham! Now once I hit with that clears all the, you feel me? All the little janky stuff you think you about to run. Wrap it up fast. You feel me? I start, you feel me? You know how a black person is when you in a meeting and you're not coming to agreement fast enough. You start moving around, you start looking around and start acting uneasy and restless. That's how I get. I start getting like, yeah, don't worry about that. You feel me? Like, cause now like I don't know what you want. Like, you feel me? So what do we like? Yeah. So now she hit me with the.
Okay, so
Yeah, so she's reading the email that I wrote to her on my way home from the termination, verbatim. She's reading it to me and she's trying to break it down. So she like,
okay, I see you see here that my manager such fired you and terminated you. He told you that? He told you that, Floyd? And then he said that to you just like that?
I'm like, yes, such and such. That's exactly how he told me. If he didn't tell me that, we wouldn't be here right now. He told me I'm terminated, get my stuff, go home, straight like that. And she was like,
wow, it's crazy that he would say just talk to you like that. I don't understand, like. And I don't see no paperwork to confirm any of that. So, like, can you give me, like, I've been hearing a lot about you guys going through it with this, with the manager. Could you get more into, like, how you got from that point where you were the rookie of the year last year, December, until now, this year, almost a year later, and you're at this point to where you're terminated? And I don't see no records of you ever being late. You're always on time, and I didn't hear anything bad about you up until this day. So, could you give me a briefing of what's going on, what's been going on in the warehouse? Because, you know, I have a lot going on up here, so I can't keep up with everything, you know? Things come to me a little later.
So I'm from here like, okay, after, and this is what I'm thinking in my head, as she's saying all of this, I'm like, after all these grievances, countless amounts of niggas just sent through, all these BS terminations, you firing guys for leaving a piece of paper and not cleaning this aisle on the floor, or just leaving silly stuff behind. Like, you wait till now when you see that I got OSHA and a lawyer involved. She don't know about the lawyer, but she know OSHA's involved. But she know 9 times out of 10 she's the head of HR. She know, all right, if he got OSHA, he the way he's acting right now, he has a lawyer. You feel me? So I can't play with him. So she on the tip of his ears though. Let's do an investigation on what's been going on with you and the new management. You feel me? Let me know what's going on with you and the new management so we can start there. Let's start there. So boom, I give it to her raw and uncut. You feel me? Like, straight up and down. Like, listen, everything was cool until y'all got big folks out of there that hired me and y'all hired this goofy. You feel me? They hired a goofy, niggas wasn't going for it. So instead of removing the goofy completely, they gave the goofy a higher position and then had the goofy refer a manager to go in the warehouse with us. And the manager that comes in the warehouse with us to work in the warehouse with us now, he's a nigga that's in the office 90% of the shift. And that 10% that he comes outside of that office, he's looking for disciplinary action to hand out to employees. Plain and simple. You feel me? Once I give it to her like that, and I break it down to her like that, she like,
wow, really? I was under the impression that he's on the floor for at least 50 to 60% of the shift. And he's helping you guys and helping you guys do logistics and things like that. I wasn't aware that he's in the office for 90% of the shift. If that's what it is, then that's unacceptable. I have to look into that.
So I straight break it off right there, like, no, this ain't that. He wasn't, you feel me? He's the type of manager that he's gonna sit in the office and try to direct you through the shift versus a manager that's gonna get off his ass and help you really move the product and get things really logistically happening in the warehouse. But at the same time, make sure everybody cool as far as, like, you feel me, level-headed and attitude when they come to work and things like that. But at the same time, make sure y'all cool up there too. It ain't no beef going on up there as far as what's going on in the warehouse. This boy wasn't like that. He was all about keeping the front office cool. If anything ever came down to something in the warehouse, he's finding somebody to put the blame on. He's not the type of manager to take one for the team ever. He's not willing to, he's not going for none of that. And then on top of that, the warehouse supervisor, who's above the manager, the warehouse manager, and the manager, who was in the conference meeting when this janky ass manager fired me, he was making promises since day one. He was the main reason why I went in the freezer. He was the one that was in my ear, like, yeah, man, we need you for this, man. You have the experience. I ain't gonna lie, he was the reason why I got in there too, because he was the one that gave my initial interview, and he was like, okay, I think the warehouse manager would like you. And the warehouse manager, who he was ultimately the reason why the warehouse manager that hired me got fired, he seen me, the warehouse manager seen me, and he was like, yo, man, I fuck with you. Boom, got me in there. He like, okay, you got a record? I'm like, yeah, I got a record. You feel me? Fresh loaf. You feel me? He like, cool. As long as you ain't already good. Boom. But long story long, I tell her that part too. I'm like, listen, this boy been promising me raise this after this milestone. Oh, when you get off house arrest, they're gonna offer you this because you've been doing so great, but you gotta wait till you get off house arrest because they don't want to risk it with you on house arrest. I get off house arrest, come back to him, he give me another milestone. I complete that milestone, he give me another milestone. So it's like, it's to the point where I'm frustrated with my pay raise not being raised because I'm working under these conditions. And then on top of that, you got this manager like trying to like backbite and do little nut shit to get niggas out of there. It's like, nah, bro, like, you feel me? We gotta make something make sense. So she said she gonna do this investigation and they gonna holler at me in 48 hours. They holler at me in 48 hours. 48 hours, janky warehouse supervisor bull, he called me on the phone like, hey man, what's up, Riley, man? What's going on, man? Yeah, man. I was going through the analytics today, man. Guess what, man? I was looking at the charts and who's at the top. The numbers, man, guess who's at the top? I'm like, who? He like, you, man. Of course it's you, man. Come on, man. Like, you know, man, everybody miss you around here, man. We need you back, man. The best I can do for you, man, is I can pay you for all these days that you missed out, that you've been out, and I can offer you a $2 raise. But the raise will come after 60 days. You have to come and prove that you're staying. You just didn't do all of this just to get a check out of us, and you just got to prove that you're still willing to work the position for 60 days before we get you to raise the $2. After the 60 days, 8 weeks, I give you $2, man. I guarantee you, man. I'm like, all right, bro. And at the same time, I was gonna go back anyway, cause it like nigga need his job. Number one, number two, I'm a felon, fresh off house arrest. It's not gonna be easy for me to find another job. And number three, just like my lawyer had told me, if they take it back and say, oh, we offered him a position, we offered him a raise, when it comes down to it, in the eyes of like civil court and things like that, they're gonna look at it as like, okay, no, this boy, he just wanted to get over. He wasn't willing to work. They gave him, he didn't lose his job. They didn't terminate him. He decided to leave. You feel me? So I go back. Boom. And I ain't gonna lie, when I come back, when you made it this far into the vid, comment right now, we all will be great. Comment right now, we all will be great. Like and subscribe. Love y'all, man. This shit hard. This is not easy. You see what I'm doing? I'm taking a break, a snack break, editing. Management is definitely different. You feel me? And the warehouse manager, who's above my manager that tried to terminate me, he had the nerve to approach me with his hand out and say,
hey, Robbie, thank you for going to war with me. Like, seriously.
I laughed when he said that to me. I laughed like what, bro? Like, yeah, whatever. He's like, no.
No, seriously, man. I really appreciate you for going to war with me, and doing like standing up the way you did, man. Like it really made me stand up and do my job. It was better. You feel me?
I'm like, what? Are you serious? I thought it was a joke. I went and told a couple of the other guys, they're like, bro, he told me the same thing. Like these bulls was really like feeling like they was going to war with their like these guys was sick. These guys like 50, late 50s, like mid 50s, like insane. So wham! It's the get back, it's the comeback. They say a comeback 1,000 times way better than a blowout. You feel me? We was down, they had us backed up, we was backed up, but now it was time to get back ahead. That's why you see me, I put the skeezy down, you feel me? I switched the shades, hold on, you feel me? I switched the bib on them. This is how we had to come on the second go round, you feel me? Cause I was already knowing, like I'm like, all right, everything's straight now, you feel me? But I know it's only but for so long that these two janky warehouse manager and manager boys was gonna hold it together before I had to stand on something different. You feel me? I know it's gonna be something else that's gonna come along down the line where I was gonna have to stand on something and it was gonna lead to something again. You feel me? So, wham! Fast forward, I come back, get my little $2 raise. Shit is up. I'm still smooth selling. No calling out. On time every day. They had implemented an incentive bonus, right? Basically, the bonus was out of the top 5 niggas. I can't remember off the top of my head how it was, but I'm gonna give you a quick gist of it. Out of the top 5 niggas, they'll get their name thrown in a raffle, and whoever names get picked out of that raffle get $100 cash bonus for that week, or for that month. You feel me? So you get it. The incentive comes out once a week, every month. So for the first 5 weeks, I win the incentive bonus. No lie, like no trickery, no sorcery, no help, no cheating. I win it 5 times in a row, back to back. They put our names in the raffle. I go in the joint, I win it every time. I'm a smooth selling. Top of the year coming around. This was one cool thing I say this company had. You feel me? Like they had basically like a safety bonus to where it go. They give you like right around your income tax, you get another check that's basically like another income tax, like 1700, 1800 for every hour that you worked that you didn't damage none. So that's basically like you getting paid an extra 75 cents an hour, long as you don't damage none. So I get that bonus. I use they employee bonus to get tickets for me and my daughter to go to Disney for her 10th birthday, because when she was 5, me and her was Beauty and the Beast. So I told her by the time she's 10, we're going to Disney, and I had to make it happen some way, somehow, and I figured it out. Like, a lot of my goals may never change, but the methods, I'm super flexible with every goal. With every goal, I got multiple different methods to get to them, and I'm gonna figure this out. And that's one thing I say, like, I peeped with the front office and the HR and shit like that. They did not like none of that. All this shit, I was still doing good, no write-ups, getting incentives and all this cool shit. Fucking Disney on they tab for off they discount. Like, bro, they didn't like none of that shit. You feel me? Like, one of the HR chicks, she used to come in the break room and say little slick shit. Like, say if another HR motherfucker in the break room before the start of the shift, she'd sit there and say something like,
yeah, man, you know, like, I really would like to do such and such, but I don't want to make sure, I just don't want to make sure nobody gets caught on us or anything like that, you know? Like, I don't want, like, you know, like,
try to basically insinuate like I'm a rat at that point and shit like that, and I like, she don't want to say too much around me, and I used to be sitting there like, yo, you better not, shit, cause I'm situating this shit straight up and down. Like, play with this shit if you want. Fuck you talking about? Call it what you want. You ain't gonna play with my livelihood and let me just fuck shit. I had to fill out 20, 50, 100 apps to get in here. I went on 20, 15 interviews to get in here. You don't gotta go through what I gotta go through. Shit, I'm gonna get on this phone and get with them lawyers you try to play with this shit, for sure. And at this point, I'm shameless in my decision. I don't got no pride, ain't nothing, you feel me? This is civil, this ain't nothing criminal. You feel me? I'm not telling on nobody about nothing criminal, but when it comes to civil cases,
I want to snitch. I want to snitch, I want to tell, whatever they call telling you snitching, I want to do it. And I want to make it cool to do it.
I'm gonna go get a lawyer just like I will go get a lawyer for a criminal case. I went and got a lawyer for a civil situation, and he told me how to handle it. And that's exactly how I was handling it. And for real, I could have took it further if they would have took it further as far as like harassment. You feel me? Like, shout out to Charleston White with the way he carried it as far as like, you feel me? I ain't want to do all that, but in my head, I was thinking like, all right, if they keep playing around with the certain things they saying around me, like, I'm gonna start to even feel like, you feel me, like this harassment at this point, cause now y'all know OSHA's involved, y'all know who got OSHA involved, and y'all can't say it to my face that y'all know about OSHA involved and OSHA might be coming, but y'all know, like, they switch everything around. Like, when I tell you, like, you see that location I showed y'all part 1 where they tried to get me to clean that up? They didn't make nobody clean up. They went and hired some outside contractors to go in there with a big ass, like, fucking bulldozer to bulldoze all the ice up that was under these racks. They moved all the racks, they broke the racks down for over the weekend and bulldozed all the ice from up under all the racks. That way, if OSHA come, it ain't gonna be no evidence and no, you feel me? Like, they started to get their affairs in orders, but the management slowly started slipping through the cracks and started, you feel me, starting the corny shit still. Oh, right up for this, right up for that. Oh, it went from, I'm a freezer guy. It went from the freezer guys to just get their work done and decide to help the dry area guys that they went to when the freezer guys get done, you have to help. And it's like they turned it to mandatory to now, after the freezer guys get done in the freezer, they had to come out of the freezer from busting their ass to go outside into the dry area where it's hot and muggy and dusty and help these niggas because they slow and they can't keep up to what their numbers supposed to be kept up to. Shit was insane. So wham, I already gave y'all the first steps of safeguarding your situation when you go into these workforces as far as like these type of workplaces where they got OSHA violations and safety hazards and things like that. You have to be on time. Can't ever, I ain't gonna say you can't ever call out, but if you're gonna call out, be honest, and it have to be like meaningful. Don't be making shit up that could possibly be spoken into existence and really happen. You feel me? Boom. Now number 2, step 2 should really be step 1 because it's number 1 and most important. You feel me? But a lot of times you won't see things out the gate. You feel me? I say that because step 2 would be, if you recognize a safety hazard, you, number 1, most importantly, tell the nearest person next to you. If it's not a manager, tell an employee, like, yo, bro, you see that? That shit crazy. We gotta do something about that, or boom, yo, let's go tell the manager. If y'all can't do something about it to get it together real quick, it's out of y'all reach as far as like you need protective equipment to take care of it. You got, yo, let's go tell the manager, like, yo, this joint ain't right. We gotta take care of that shit because if 9 times out of 10 something happen, bro, this shit can fall on us. You feel me? I told y'all it's story time part 1. If something like this happens and the shit collapse on you and your employee died, they can put the shit on you like, yeah, for all he knew, he ain't say nothing about it. So that's number 2. If you see some safety shit going on, you say something about it. After you say something about it, you pull out your phone. You pull out your phone, you take your pictures and make sure you're taking videos, especially if it's something crazy as the shit I was showing y'all, you feel me, throughout this journey and this story time. Like, if it's like that, you pull out that phone and you start recording and you start taking pictures just for your safety, your purposes only. You feel me? Now, your safeguard is safe. You never call out. You're never late. You saw the crazy stuff. You told the nearest coworker or the manager and ain't nothing changed. Now, you just gotta make sure you stay as safe as possible, make it back home in one piece, and pray for the best of the outcome. You feel me? Pray for the best outcome of the situation. Because me, at the end of the day, I didn't want to take it to where I had to take it. I was hoping that they would just give me a raise and eventually get this freezing situation figured out. Give me a raise, that way I could be more comfortable risking what I'm risking every day, getting on these machines and driving through all this ice. And even then, it wasn't no amount of money that was worth me doing it at the end of the day. But like I said before, I didn't have too many options. I understand everybody don't have quick options to just drop a job today and just go pick another job up tomorrow and keep things rolling. Like I said, this happened weeks before my birthday. Like, this was really traumatic for me. Even when I came back and then things started to go left again, it was times I really broke down in that freezer. I'm walking around like, yo, like, this is crazy, bro. Like, terminate. Ooh, nigga, I'ma show y'all. Nigga, I need something, nigga. What do you mean terminate? Nigga, I'm crying like, nigga, they gonna learn. They play with the right one, nigga. What you talking about? It was like a lot of bittersweet moments in there where I was going through it, like, man, I'm going through this right now, but this not gonna make me, this not gonna break me. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna make me, I'm gonna break me at the end of the day if it wanna come down to it. You niggas terminate, boom. And that's another thing that's very important too, and this goes for any business, any field, no matter what you're doing. You feel me? You always want to do your own research, do your own homework on what's possible for your situation. Because even though I'm breaking this down for y'all, y'all situation might not be like this. Y'all might not have to survive a freezer. You feel me? For me, I had to really go do my own research, because when certain shit was hitting the fan in there, it would be guys that'd be like, yeah, man, what do you mean you gonna call OSHA? OSHA don't come to Philly. OSHA don't come to warehouses for stuff like this. Nigga, you're tripping. OSHA is nationwide. They will come to anywhere that has a safety hazard. If you see something that's unsafe in your job, you being harassed, just for women too, you being harassed, nigga, you feel me? Nigga trying to hit and you don't want to give you a promotion because you don't want to give him no box. OSHA, call OSHA. Yeah, figure it out. I'm telling you, this is educational, prosperous purposes. I'm not trying to steer nobody wrong, and I ain't really trying to I'm not doing this to monetize off this company. I already monetized this MacBook and curtains, my wheel, all type of shit. My daughter's shopping season for the past seasons, like all type of shit. You feel me? I'm not doing this to monetize off them at the end of it. That's why I ain't mentioning them nothing, nigga. Yeah, do your own research, because they really have you, these companies are really have you on a mind game, a mind control to have you thinking like, damn, man, I'm stuck here. And you're never stuck nowhere unless you feel like you comfortable being stuck there. So wham! Now we fast forward to February, where it all hit the fan, where everything hit the fan. February, the day before Valentine's Day. That's another thing. They always try to hit you where it hurt. They hit me the day before Valentine's Day this time. They really try to crush my shit. Good thing I ain't had no Valentine. I wasn't even tripping on it. I don't even celebrate shit like that, so I wouldn't even trip. Feel me? But yeah, throughout the whole NFL playoffs, because the Eagles is in the playoffs, they telling us, yeah, man, y'all come in Sunday, because the shifts was Sunday through Thursday, and on Sunday we work a morning shift. The first job I ever worked where we worked the morning shift one day, then the rest of the week we work night shift. The weirdest shit ever. But we work Sunday 8 o'clock to 4, and then for the rest of the week we work from 4 to 1, whatever, 1 o'clock in the morning, some goofy ass shit, whatever, right? But they say for the whole playoffs, if y'all come in early as possible and y'all don't take no breaks, y'all rush through all the work, we'll pay y'all for the 8, we'll pay y'all 8 hours for the day, but y'all can leave whenever y'all get done. Y'all get done 4, 5, 6 hours, y'all can get up out of here, and we'll pay y'all for the 8. It don't matter. Just come in as early as possible and skip all y'all breaks. Bust y'all ass, get up out of here, and we'll pay off for the 8. So it was working every week before the Super Bowl weekend, right? And the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, so we made it to the Super Bowl. So fast forward, Super Bowl weekend, it's the same thing. Sunday, come in, rush in, get out, make it to the Super Bowl, make it to the Super Bowl family arrangements and celebrate the Super Bowl with your family, right? Cool. But for this particular Sunday, instead of it just being a regular Sunday where we only have 4 or 5 hours worth of work and we could just roll, the warehouse manager decided to add another 3-4 hours worth of work that would have been a part of Tuesday's load. So that Sunday when we come in, we basically work a whole shift. Instead of working 4 or 5 hours and getting out early like we was every week prior to the Super Bowl, we wound up working a whole shift. We wound up working 7.5 hours. So it was like, nigga, give us 8 hours for what? You only gonna have to give us a half hour. Like, we was hot. You feel me? Niggas wound up leaving out of there like 4 o'clock. We had to rush to get to the Super Bowl festivities for real. You feel me? I wasn't even driving at the time. I had to get on the sub, all type of, like, she was goofy. So now we like, all right, boom. There's no point of them giving us 8 for today. All right, we might as well take it for Monday. So Monday come around, we know it's gonna be light. You feel me? It's just coming off a Super Bowl weekend. I know from the year before, coming off a Super Bowl weekend and all the festivities, it's gonna be light for the next, you feel me, couple weeks. So, boom, Monday, come in, work a 6-hour shift. They like, all right, since y'all worked 7.5 yesterday, we're gonna give y'all the 8 for the day. Bet. Like, all right, cool. So now Tuesday roll around, which is the day that they took work from and they added to Sunday. We wind up only working like, it's only like 3.5 hours worth of work for us to work. You feel me? So it was like, damn, now they like scratch Monday. We not gonna give y'all the 8 from Monday. Y'all just gonna have to take 6 hours from Monday because y'all left. Y'all only gonna get 3 hours today. So we just gonna give y'all the 5 hours today on top of the 3. But in order for y'all to get this extra 5 hours on top of the 3 hours of work that y'all gonna do and roll, we need y'all to clean the whole warehouse, every aisle, pull out every pallet from every location and sweep under it and make sure everything is clean before anybody can leave anywhere and get 8 hours for the day.
I went from happy to angry. Skip said, now I feel like kicking his ass.
Nigga like me, I'm hot, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, it ain't gonna make no sense in us just sitting here and moping around and crying about it. It's either we just gonna get right to it and get it done, or we as a collective are gonna agree to just say F it and just walk out and just say, you know what, we don't even want the 8 hours. We're just gonna do what we came to do, what we was assigned to do for work today, and that's it. This extracurricular stuff you try and get us to incentivize us to do to get our extra 8 hours, we're not with it. That's how I seen it. It's either black or white. It's no gray area in a situation like that. It's either we gonna go tackle this shit straight up and down, or we just gonna agree to just not do it and just go home. Niggas all up in the front, BSing, crying in the break room like, damn man, that's crazy. They wanted to clean the whole joint. Me, I get done in my freezer. I get done my little 3 hours worth of work. I straight go to the nearest aisle that I know is quick and easy for me to get out the way real quick on some dolly shit. I go right to that aisle, start pulling pallets out. Boom, by myself. Pulling pallets out, and I'm sweeping under the pallets. You feel me? I do my aisle in my freezer. Now I'm in the dry area where I don't even work at. And I just pull out, I start pulling out every pallet, and I'm cleaning under every pallet. The manager even come back there, he see me doing it. Most people see me doing it, but you feel me? The manager, most importantly, he came back there and he see me doing it. If you run the cameras, you can see that I cleaned the whole aisle by myself before anything transpired, right? So boom, I get done cleaning the whole aisle by myself. I go up to the front, go holler at the manager. I'm like, yo, bro, I just did the whole such and such aisle. You can go check it out and see it for yourself. I pulled out everything by myself. You actually came up on me. You see me halfway through it. I just got done doing it all by myself. Like, can I roll? It's only about 8-9 more hours left, and it's like 12 employees still in the warehouse. So I'm like, all right, can I roll? It's only about 8-9 hours left, and you still got all these niggas here. So can you tell them to do it and excuse me because I already did my own aisle. You feel me? So what's up? He like,
I don't care who did what out. Nobody's going nowhere until everything's done as a collective. So if you did it out, that's your business. You gotta get up.
I'm like, I couldn't even, after he said that, I couldn't hear anything else that he was saying. Everything I just seen red. It was like, all right, you feel me? This is the end of this journey. You feel me? At this point, I'm done with this. You feel me? So boom, he hit me with that. I go wrap my shit up. Go holler at the guys. These niggas still in the break room bullshitting, crying like, damn man, what should we do, man? Like, what we gonna do, man? We either gonna walk out or not. You know, I don't know nothing. Me, I go wrap my shit up when I see niggas energy like that, and I already did a whole aisle. I'm like, all right, boom. Wrap my shit up. Right to the manager. Like this, I don't even care about. I'm out, yo. I'm out. I don't care about the 8 hours, whatever. You feel me? You ain't gonna give it to me, whatever. You give it to me, whatever. Boom. Leave. Next day, coming to work. And I ain't gonna lie, by this point, I got 2 write-ups, but one of them technically didn't count, but they counted towards my termination. The first write-up, it was because I hit a fire water system with the forklift as I was bringing the pallet down, and I did that by mistake, which shouldn't have counted as a write-up, but they still wrote me up for it. You feel me? So that was one write-up, and then the next write-up was because the first 2 nights after they implemented the new rule as far as like the cruiser guys have to help everybody else once we get done, I left the first 2 nights, you feel me? But after I left them first 2 nights, the warehouse manager sat me down and he told me, like, listen, bro.
You're LeBron to our Lakers. You're Luka to our Mavs. I can't have you in here with a bad attitude and a bad morale. It's gonna leech off, and it's gonna, you feel me? Everybody's gonna leech off your energy, and it's gonna travel to everybody else, and then they're gonna think it's cool to follow the leader with this type of energy. So what I need you to do is keep your head low, stay level-headed for the next 2 weeks, and if you can do that for me, no write-ups, no arguments with my manager, I'll throw this right up out the window.
I'm like, all right, bet, and I do that. You feel me? No write-ups. I mean, yeah, no write-ups, no arguments. You feel me? I'm smooth. You feel me? So he threw that out. As far as I was concerned, you feel me? But lo and behold, that next day I come back into work. They like, boom, bro, yeah, you're done. We're done with you now. Like, yeah, we don't care that you call OSHA. Nigga, pack your stuff. You gotta go. And they was so sure, they was so certain that they had a viable, justified, you feel me, termination that time, you feel me? But me in the back of my mind, I'm like, listen, I still got that card, I still got that trunk, you feel me? And as I'm walking out the door, I ain't gonna lie. Remember last time I told y'all when I was leaving, he was like, yo man, bro, yo man, like, yo, call this number, you feel me? Like, yo, I'm gonna call you this time when I'm leaving. And they like, all right, Jack, you feel me? All right, bro, be safe. You safe. They looking like, yeah, nigga, you play with you shouldn't have won against Spring. You feel me? Like, go ahead, get up out of here. All right, bro, yeah, I'ma holler at you. That shit like, oh yeah, bet. All right. I'ma holler at y'all, all right. You feel me? I was trying to take 50%. You feel me? At the end of the day, that's not how it played out though. You feel me? So boom. Let's get into the dark parts. You feel me? The dark parts for them. This is when shit started getting glorious for me. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't glorious the whole time because I had to wait on certain shit, but yeah. So boom. Now they terminate me, and I get back in contact with some new lawyers now. This time I contact a new lawyer. You feel me? I don't even go back to the lawyer that I talked to initially. I go back to a different lawyer, and now the lawyer tells me like, all right, they possibly terminated you because it's basically 3 weeks out before the time is up where you can file a lawsuit, but that's more than enough time for us to get the ball rolling. Like, what I need you to do is go on this site, you feel me, show me the site where you go on OSHA and you file like your complaint and all that. I go file my complaint, boom, they holler at the company holler back, they ain't want no smoke. Long story long, they ain't want no smoke. They ain't want the smoke because they ain't have no smoke to blow at the end of the day. You feel me? They didn't have no lawyer money to go fight a civil case, whereas though you got a guy who's coming to work every day on time. He doesn't call out. He's the top performer in the company. You only got one real write-up on him. The other write-up you had on him, you promised him that you would throw it out the window type shit. You feel me? So it's like, they know at the end of the day, like, all right, we can't go to war as far as like a full case civilly, but we didn't fire him because he called OSHA. Because my OSHA complaint was, these guys, it was a retaliation termination, basically. So my guidelines was you guys fired me because I call OSHA. Ever since I called OSHA, it was a bunch of retaliatory things going on. You feel me? Starting from October when I called him. You feel me? Y'all tried to terminate me, and then y'all pulled it back just to make it seem like for this point, when things come to this point, that like, all right, we never tried to terminate him because it was OSHA. We offered him his job back, which is basically how they carried it, being as though that they decided that they didn't want to go to court. The way OSHA carry it, OSHA basically gives them like a public defender, a defender from OSHA that basically goes to see like, all right, how bad were they being morally when it boils down to it. That's what OSHA's public defender is for. Now they get this person from OSHA on their side, and the person from OSHA is basically just defending them to the bare minimum. You feel me? And their whole stance is, oh, we didn't fire him because he called OSHA. We fired him because he left and he didn't complete his assignment for that day, which was false, completely false. It's clearly a retaliatory act that y'all did. You feel me? I'm the top performer in the company. You feel me? I was about to have to give me bonuses on top of bonuses on top of bonuses. And they didn't like that. You feel me? I just called OSHA on them, and they know like, all right, damn, this nigga still performing to the top, to the best of his ability, the top performer. He doesn't call out, he never late. They just because I called OSHA, they didn't want me in there. Like the vibe was like, yeah, you're not supposed to be in here. We don't want you in here for at the end of the day. And that was cool. I knew I wasn't supposed to be in there. I knew this was what I was supposed to be doing. You feel me? So this whole time, we going back and forth. They denying unemployment. I'm going months on end. You feel me? We going back and forth. We send a number. They send a number back. We send a number. They send a number back. Up until the point to where my lawyer basically like, all right, bro, like what it's gonna come down to is, if we don't come into agreement, it's gonna go into OSHA's hands. It's gonna come down to OSHA looking at both sides and making a decision. And he basically was telling me like, the way this plays out when it goes into OSHA's hands, 9 times out of 10, whatever the company is trying to, like, whatever the public defender in this company is already trying to give to you, that's what OSHA is gonna, they're not gonna settle out. They're not gonna give you no more than, like, not too much more than what the public defender in this company is already trying to package it together and give to you, type shit. He said, now, we can either just take this, whatever, take this package that they offering, and, you feel me, divvy it up between me and you, or we can leave it in OSHA hands and then let OSHA decide whether we deserve this package, or OSHA could decide we deserve nothing. And now if the OSHA decides we deserve nothing, the next step would be to take it in front of the judge, like directly to the judge on a different type of timing, you feel me? But at that point, he would need compensation to go to court and things like that. And you feel me? That could last up to 1 or 2 years. Now, granted, now if I would have took that route, that 1 to 2 years that I'm going to court, whether I'm unemployed or I'm working, like say if I go work at McDonald's for 2 years at the time, you feel me? Once I settle out, once I win the case in court, whatever money that I win from the company in court, I will be awarded whatever salary I was getting paid from the company that I was working at, because technically I was supposed to be at that job still, you feel me? So by this point, you feel me, it's like April, you feel me, a month before I get into Cisco. I'm still scrambling and gambling, you feel me? No unemployment, no nothing, just thugging it, you feel me? Just came from Disney because it happened in February. I booked my Disney tickets to take my daughter to Disney like the top of February type shit. So I got fired 2 weeks later. That's what I'm saying. They always try to hit you where it hurt. They knew I just booked Disney. They knew I was taking my daughter to Disney. They try to spoil that for my daughter. I'm like, bro, these people is crazy. Like, these people be evil, and they try to play it so cool and so thorough. Like, bro, even the unions be working for them at the end of the day. They want you to pay them, keep investing your money every year. So by the 4th year when you get fired, you got about, you feel me, you got a good 40 bands in there for the union and them to split between them two. You feel me? Ain't no telling what type of confidentiality, janky stuff they got going on with unions, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm cool off all the warehouse vibes, bro. That's not me. You feel me? Like, this is me right here. And we settled out. And technically, I'm not even supposed to like be even talking about that we settled out, but fuck it, we settled out. I ain't gonna say how much we settled out for. You feel me? MacBook will. You feel me? Everything you see damn near here. You feel me? Like, yeah, that's how I played out. You feel me? I didn't want to wait 2 years, and you feel me? I didn't have lawyer money just sitting around wait for 2 years. I knew I couldn't get a job that will, you feel me, suit me for the next 2 years. You know what I say? I say, give me that settled. Let me see that what that's settled about. You feel me? Let me start my streaming career. That's how I escaped the freezer and I made it here, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Terminate who? Nah, man. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. I know this one was 45 minutes, but I had to stretch out this long so I can really get the full details into it. You feel me? I ain't want to miss nothing out, and the guys be like, yo, bro, you forgot about this part. And I know it's still gonna be parts that I left out, but I did not want to stretch this no longer than what it is, bro. Like, it's 4 a.m. right now, and I'm wrapping this shit up. The next day, I've been working on the film alone for 2 days. You feel me? I was editing along the way, but yeah, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in. You like, you comment, you subscribe. From the tube to the moon, another stream coming soon.
I love you, big bro. I love you, nigga.
From the Twitch to the tube, hopefully we'll see you all soon.